One question that everybody has when they start to study for their CIMA qualification is how long will it take me to become fully qualified? Today I'm going to be giving to you the guidance from CIMA, and then I will run through the guidance based on my past experience of how long I think it can take you to pass your CIMA qualification. I can assure you, if you are new to studying CIMA, then you will want to check out the remainder of this video right after the intro. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is CRAIGO. I'm a fully qualified chartered accountant. Before I go ahead with today's video, can I please ask, if you haven't already done so, that you absolutely annihilate that subscribe button. But we're not going to waste any more time, so let's just get stuck in with today's video. When I started to study towards CIMA, the time frame that was always referenced everywhere was you can become fully qualified in 3 years. And what I didn't know was whether this was realistic to achieve or not. So hopefully today I can shed some light on this for you. First of all, we are going to start with CIMA's guidance, and then I will run through my guidance as to how long I think realistically it can take you to pass and become a fully qualified chartered accountant. So let's first of all jump in with CIMA's recommendation. As you know, CIMA is made up of 16 exams, 4 at the certificate level, 4 at the operational level, 4 at the management level, and 4 at the strategic level. The time it takes you to pass each of those exams will have a direct contribution to the amount of time it takes you to finish and complete and become a CGMA. So the sensible place to start is look at how long would it take you to pass one exam, scale it up over 16 times, assuming that you do not have any exemptions, and then find a total time in which you can achieve full CGMA status. It's important to note that to become a CGMA as well, you need to pass the practical experience requirements, and therefore that may add a bit of additional time on at the end once you have become fully exam qualified. But the CIMA guidance says that a student that progresses and passes 2 exams every 6 months will have a far greater chance of becoming a CGMA. And essentially what they're saying is, if you spend any longer than this amount of time, then chances are you're going to become demotivated, because if it's taking you 6 months to pass one exam and you have 16 exams to do, it's going to be taking you close to about 8 years. And therefore, in reality, chances are someone is going to lose motivation within 8 years and not complete the full amount of exams that is required to become a CGMA. So the guidance they give is 2 exams every 6 months, which means 1 every 3 months and 4 exams every year. Which means to become a CGMA, you will pass all 16 exams within 4 years. You will then have the additional practical experience requirements to add on top of that, which I would put down as anywhere between 3 to 6 months, depending on how long it will take you to do your write-up and how much you've been focusing on it while studying for your exams. Some students will focus on their practical experience requirements alongside studying, and some won't look at it at all and will leave it to the very end. Adding an extra 3 to 6 months onto that will mean that, given CIMA's guidance, you will be able to become a fully qualified CGMA within about 4 years and 3 months to about 4 years and 6 months. So now we're going to compare that to what I believe is achievable for becoming a full CGMA. And I'm just going to touch on how long it took me. It took me 2 years and 6 months to pass my 14 exams. Note, I had 2 exemptions. However, I do also note at this time that I had a shoulder operation midway through my qualification, which meant I had a 2-month break. And I also had a couple of months that I lost because of the timings between my exam finishing and my new live online course tuition starting. So I actually lost around 4 months within that 2.5 years as well, to just timing elements. So in reality, I could have been closer to about 2 years and 2 months passing 14 exams. But this is the type of thing that you need to factor in when you are looking and wondering how long it's going to take you to pass your exams. I then took 4 months with Christmas in between to complete my practical experience requirements. And it was essentially 2 years and 10 months between when I signed up as a CIMA student and when I got the CGMA status. Now you're probably wondering how I achieved such a short time frame of 2 years, 10 months versus essentially the CIMA guidance of 4 years, 3 months, or 4 years, 6 months. And a lot of it depends on your attitude, your motivation, your willingness to do it. Are you consistent with putting the time in so that you can pass your exams quicker? Are you having 1 hour a day revision or 2 hours a day of revision? Because it's not rocket science. Someone who's putting in 2 hours a day revision over someone that's putting in 1 hour a day revision will pass their exams quicker. And essentially the time frame that I aimed for my exams was to take an exam every 6 to 7 weeks and have a week or 2 weeks break. So essentially you were passing an exam every 8 weeks. And that 1 to 2 week break after sitting my exam was enough to keep me motivated, enough to recharge the batteries, and enough to keep going. And then when I got to the strategic level with only 4 exams left, I decided it was worth a short-term sprint. So rather than sitting an exam every 6 to 7 weeks and giving myself 2 weeks off, I literally sat every one of the strategic level exams every 4 weeks. So essentially the strategic level exam took me, it was about 4.5 months. I had 1 month F3, 1 month P3, 1 month E3, and 6 weeks for the online live strategic case study course. And I took no breaks, but I do not recommend this to anyone under any circumstances, unless of course you are at the end and you are confident in your ability. But to put it quite blunt, CIMA's guidance for one exam is between around 10 to 12 weeks. I genuinely believe that English is your native language. You put the time in, then you can achieve an exam pass in 6 to 7 weeks. And therefore, I would be recommending that you follow a similar structure for your exams as I did. Aim to pass your exam in 7 weeks. That will mean that you are passing an exam every 2 months, which will enable you to cut down the total length of the course by approximately 1 year. So I guess, back to my original point, is the 3-hour timescale that everybody seems to reference achievable? And the short answer, I actually believe and think that it is a fantastic target to aim for. It is lower than the CIMA guidance, and there will be some people that find learning harder and will feel that the 4 to 4.5 year point of becoming a CGMA is more achievable for them. If you are a quick learner, if you are motivated and you are committed to studying CIMA, then the 3-year target is a fantastic target to aim for. And then if you are getting near the end of the qualification, like I was, you can speed up the last few exams to get it out of the way and have a life free of studying and reaping the benefits of being a fully qualified chartered management accountant. That is today's video, quite simply put. I hope you did enjoy it, and I hope if you are new to CIMA, you have learned something around how you can plan to study your exams and how that can contribute towards the total time that it takes you to becoming a CGMA. If you did enjoy this video useful, please do make sure you smash the subscribe button. And that is all from me today. Until the next video, I will see you all again very soon. Goodbye.